I'm waiting for my daughter to get ready for dance, and so I'm just kind of hanging out nearby. No one else is home, and I thought I would do a site survey of a bridge nearby, Piedroliza Arroyo, passing underneath some street. Here's a real mess up there. What does that one say? You got a 24, which I think is X, which is 13, which is Sereno. Could also be, well, that's probably what it is. I don't know what that is. It might be like Soper or one of these names you see around a lot now. I really can't make that one out. Legibility becomes a real thing when you're talking about like graffiti as art. But I think that's not always the goal when you're talking about it as a secret message only to those in the know. Being interested in graffiti for like anthropological reasons is like, or for whatever reasons, it's a little bit like being in a museum that doesn't want to show you the things they have and you have to be stealthy. There's a real edge of danger to some of it. I'm very wary of this tag, One Shot, because it appeared around my old neighborhood right around the time that our house got shot up, and it was on this abandoned gas station where this white truck would idle, and it was a white truck that shot up our house back in June of 2022. So I've always thought One Shot was probably the stupid idiot teenager that shot our house up. Could be wrong. Could be a different moron or somebody unrelated to all this nonsense. This used to say Thug Life, but it's been painted over. The remnants of past drinking parties. Oh, that's such dark. Up with hope, down with, up with dope, down with hope. Upside down on the wall, like written by someone lying there. Sad. Haha, this is old. That's my daughter's old tag. Haha, you live on the streets. Your name. It's my daughter Anodyne's initials. Alas. I can't really tell what that one says. And this is steep here. Again, when you survey this stuff, you have to spice it with a dash of not caring all that much. Because you might never get definitive answers. You might not want them. Might be too dangerous to know. That TBV is a triumvirate of local gangs. Pretty sure they're the ones that were terrorizing us. TCK, Borellis, Vassal. Often TBVK. TCK is Thugs Causing Chaos. Borellis is a longtime neighborhood gang, probably dating back to Prohibition. Vassal, Barrio Southside locals from the South Valley. But those are all Albuquerque homegrown acts. And I think it's why they hate some of the LA gangs. D24. D always suggests to me Duranus, which is another neighborhood gang. 24 now is telling me X, the 24th letter of the alphabet, which makes me think of X3, which makes me think of 13, which makes me think of M, which is the Mexican Mafia, which is the Sureños. That's my understanding as it's been explained to me. So this might be some sort of a collaboration between, maybe it's a Duranus Sureño crew or something. Again, I don't know this stuff. I'm not in this stuff. I'm just kind of gathering little clips, you know, wandering around, keeping my ears open. Here's some stuff. I'm in a really exposed place. That loon's been in the newspaper. You can look him up. I mean, that tag shows up connected with TKO, but TKO I think is just a graffiti crew. The Night Owls, they have an Instagram page. Couch I think is just an ego tagger. Bokum, I know a scene that's adjacent to all those tags. VSR, DSR, oh, Duke City Riders, it's that same. ABQK, DFC, DSK, I think. Dode, FSK. Oh, that could be a Florencia Street Killers, that's an LA gang. I knew it. I was in that Big Brothers Big Sisters program once, and FSK, or Florencia, F13 tried to give him a gun and get him involved in it, this kid. He was just trying to stay out of it. What's that say? I can't quite read it. Feeling very exposed out filming this stuff. They probably think I'm all sending it to Crime Stoppers. Here's something FSK. Code. So Code is the person. FSK is the group. Probably is Florencia. It's a pretty serious LA gang. No, I'm just filming the mountains car that's passing by. Here's like, that's like normal person graffiti. That's like school kid graffiti. I heart Jessica. Bronze, that's a tag you see around. Probably a dealer working a corner. There's Code again. This is Code Stretch apparently. Probably one of these dorks that's smashed my windows up before. Somebody FSK. This is why you gotta be careful. Got a year here, that's interesting. Dark Smear, 2019. I Can't be what this is. Okay, ESX. Yeah, you hear all this talk about East Side, but you don't see a lot of ES and things. ESK. I think that has become something else, like DFK. Anyway, maybe these people will find these videos someday and let me live because I get so much wrong. I'm muddying the waters, hopefully. Code. It's kind of insecure how you write your names all over everything. There's another old one for my daughter. Wow. Oh, Anodyne, she's so great. She called me up last night just to talk for a couple hours because the song reminded her of me. That's so nice. We planned to give her the initials, alas. I don't know, it just worked out that way. Pretty cool. Interesting. I'm not on private property, but I just set off an alarm standing over here. They must have a lot of trouble with people around here. Graffiti on the backs of things, that's when you know you're getting to... This isn't about visibility or landmarking. This is about telling those who should know what to know. Now, my kid did not tag over here for this reason. She just... Yeah, it's that neighborhood crew that terrorized us, TBVK. They're really all over a lot lately, and they seem to have expanded their area. Dope. One shot again. Yep, this is that guy, I bet. I hate how much I know about this stuff. SWP, Fame. Hey, Fame is... That Fame was an ego tagger, so SWP might be a crew. Got a ready-made sticker here. Pretty sure Fame worked at a South East Heights Dairy Queen, because there was a guy that had Fame tattooed on both his knuckles there. TBV, that same ABQ collective game. Pretty sure these people wrote LA on my trash can. Shot it with a pellet gun one time to mark us as an enemy. As an Albuquerque collective, they must not think too fondly of LA collectives or LA anybody. Maybe it's just a signifier of an enemy. They did the same thing to a neighbor's trash can. Put LA on it and shot it with a pellet gun. This video might be a little risky. We're one of the more dangerous booktube channels, maybe. Not every booktube channel might randomly get murdered by gangs. Yeah, that was a good channel. Whatever happened to it? Oh. Well, you know what happens with booktubers. Murdered by gangs. Here we have some drug brain art, apparently. Something strange going on there. This one is really similar, so it actually probably could be interpreted. I'm learning new stuff all the time. Just from that last video I put up, some comments really, one in particular, really like blew my mind. I learned things. Here's one of my favorite desert plants, chamisa or rabbit brush. Look, rabbit brush grows pearls just like oysters do, and for the same reason, when an irritant is stuck to a stem, it gets all woody. Crazy. I love it. Stencil. Could mean something, could mean nothing. I saw a stencil in a Home Depot, Lowe's parking lot the other day of a spider, and I know that means something. I'm pretty sure Spider is a student at Albuquerque High School who I overheard doing a $17,000 drug deal one day. He carved spider into all his desks. This is a relatively recent paving of this arroyo. Most of the arroyos around here date to 1989, after a very big flood. Looks like code sometimes tags as Codex. Is that what this is? Here we have FSK, which I suspect to be an LA gang, and TBVK, which I think is an Albuquerque one. Collective is crossed out. Man told me in an arroyo once, if you see a name crossed out, it means somebody wants to kill them next time they see them. This is the guy that shot up our house back in the day. One shot. And here's One Shot himself. Was out doing some wholesome activities. Oh, you know, just huffing that stuff you clean computers with. There's another one. Duster. That must be a thing. Stay away from that stuff, kids. Can't clearly read this one, but I can tell it's just like 4 letters. Come. C-O. Cone? Oh, maybe this is code, since we saw code elsewhere. This one is definitely, like... Some graffiti is like, it's meant to be read only by those that are already familiar with it. The more you study it, the more you can start to pick it up. And if you're familiar what's in the area. There's that same ABQ collective. Oh, my daughter's calling me. I wish she would text me. Well, connected to it.